Thank you, Madam President, members of City Council, Penfield Tate. I'm a Park Hill resident. I reiterate everything I said with regard to 1635, but I want to take a moment to talk about keeping faith with the people. You know, the people of the city and county of Denver agreed to let $2 million of their bond proceeds be spent to ultimately acquire this conservation easement in perpetuity, and they understood that was permanent. That was an amenity they paid for. But these combination of actions you're being asked to support undo that deal. You're basically giving away the people's asset to a private developer. Now, I understand they're saying they're going to make investments in the land and do other things, but their investment in the land is to promote their own development. They aren't investing in what little remains of the 155 acres so that we can have a park. They're doing it to build an amenity because we're giving them land to support their mixed-use development. You're being asked to approve this rezoning, which I ask you to vote against. And I would again tell you that there's a state statute that governs conservation easements. I don't know if the city attorney has told you that you can legally rezone land that's governed by state law. I'm not convinced you can. And I would respectfully request that you not until we comply with the statute and get a court order that says that the circumstances exist to lift or alter or amend this easement. I find it odd that we all know the statute exists, but you've got a combination of actions you're being asked to take for the express purpose of avoiding the statute that governs this land and how it was created. Councilwoman Ortega asked a question earlier about the enforceability of the development agreement, and we'll get to that at some point, but I would respectfully offer, if you're not going to comply with state statute, if you're potentially going to violate the state constitution with this convoluted deal, what makes you think that a contract is worth the paper it's written on and enforceable? I would respectfully offer it isn't. One last thing about process, and I'll end with this. Someone spoke earlier about this community benefits agreement. I would offer to you it's not a community benefits agreement, it's a developer benefits agreement. Most of us don't know the people who negotiated with this. We weren't asked about what we wanted. It only consists of people who supported development, and we didn't have a say in what was put in it. So it certainly is an agreement for the benefit of the community. It's for the people who sat on the committee with the developer and negotiated it. Thank you. I ask for your no vote.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker